and as a government, we are not against anybody or group interested in expanding the frontiers of accountability. Because these are the twin principles that we survive on, probity and accountability. So we will not go after anybody committed to these fundamental principles and try, using the laws of our country, to expand those frontiers. But I am shocked at the level of insincerity being demonstrated by the new Patriotic Party.
Why?
You see, when you want to expand the frontiers of accountability, you must be seen to be nationalistic in character, especially if you are a nationalistic political party. In this country, we are still grappling with the issue of, is it Buahini?
Edu Buahini, yes, Kwabena Edu Buahini.
The NPP has been dead silent on that issue. Today, we are still dealing with the matters of SkyTrain. On the contrary, they rather decided to take the government to the cleaners for attempting to expand the frontiers of accountability. You see, I commended them. No matter how discomforting that may sound, that is what governance should be about. So, in the same vein, when people are being sought after, largely because of the level of corrupt allegations that seem to characterize their personalities, I would want to see the NPP supporting this government in this regard. And I can assure you, my brother, I also have a petition to file.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Against who?
I will let you in.
Oh, but drop
Don't
it here.
rush. No,
Good
wait.
morning, Ghana. We drop filler here. We break the news here.
And you see, when we campaigned and promised that we're going to ensure accountability, many of us know that to help the president succeed, there's the need for us to also go out of our way to activate our institutional systems to ensure that the effort of the president is complemented. In this same country, under their leadership, remember, under was in Bafo, Bonnie and Co. They went to jail for 3 million Ghana cedis, some equipment from national security or something like that. The SkyTrain is about $2 million. There's a former CEO who presided over a $25 million contract in the name of purchasing an IT system for his organization. And do you know the directors of that company?
Tell me.
His sister, the brother-in-law, and his wife. Yes, are the directors of that company. $25 million contract. So I also have a petition to file because I got the information within the week from Public Procurement Authority, my source there. And I'm still dotting the I's and crossing the T's. So we'll see where this game will go. But when it comes to the issue of the petition filed against Sammy Gyamfi, Moro, I can assure you that Sammy Gyamfi is not perturbed. If he was minded, they could have written to him. I'm sure that he would have provided them elaborate responses to the questions that they have. Because we all know that no law has been broken. And you see, I listened to my brother, Dr. Kabiru, when he was presenting their side, their statement to the media. I was like, what the heck is happening in this country? First of all, maybe because he's not a lawyer. There's no single provision of the Foreign Exchange Act that has been breached. No single provision. And it reminded me of a fundamental case for contract, any first-year student of contract knows, Fisher and Bell, where in the United Kingdom it was illegal for you to display on sale a jackknife, for you to sell a jackknife. And the shop decided to put it and displayed it. And the owner of the shop was taken to court for breaching the law because he had put for sale that particular was the name, jackknife, in contravention of that particular law. And the court came to one interesting conclusion. That display was not an offer to sale. It was an invitation to trade. So you, the person who picks the knife and asks how much, is now actually the one and wanted to buy, you are the one placing the offer. So the gentleman walked free. And if you don't take your time...
As for law, oh God.
My brother, if you don't take your time, if you don't understand these basic principles, and you are reading the Foreign Exchange Act, you are likely to come to the problematic conclusion they came to. So we are interested. But I can understand the fixation.
But you're already suggesting that this is an exercise in futility.
Absolutely, Moro, it is. And I can understand the fixation. I can understand the fixation on Sammy Gyamfi. Because whichever way you look at it, the NPP's #1 problem from 2017 has always been the venerable Sammy Gyamfi. He knows that. He's a thorn in their flesh, even up to date. So they are looking for ways to make it impossible for him to continue to do what he's doing. Our doors are open. And like His Excellency President Mahama has indicated, the gentleman has been reprimanded and he's been asked to go and concentrate on his job. And I can assure you that the Sammy Gyamfi I know is actually concentrating on his job as we speak. But I will be rest assured, as for the petitions, they will fly. Many petitions will be activated by next week. And we shall see those who will be left standing in the interest of accountability. So it's within your democratic right to file those petitions. But the average Ghanaian knows that it is not driven by sincere attempt. It is largely driven by your desire to seek your pound of flesh from Sammy Gyamfi. And no matter what you do, the gentleman will continue to stand tall. The responsible thing for you to do as a political party is to begin to look for ways to empower people to be that competent enough to mitigate the likes of Sammy Gyamfi in the National Democratic Congress. Not to go on this needless tangent you are going.
Okay.
But we are ready. He will
right.
open himself up.
All right.
And mind you, I am surprised that I did not read a petition in the media about you. Filing petition against Cecilia Dapa. Why did you not file a petition against him in the interest of accountability? Suddenly, you have won the garment of accountability. That level of hypocrisy must be discouraged in this country.
Okay.
As part of the punitive measures outlined in the Code of Conduct is public apology.
Yes.
Moro isn't on there.
Absolutely, it's there. It's there.
And you see, you need to understand the context. Ordinarily, this venerable Sammy Gyamfi has breached no law, not even the Code of Conduct. But the National Democratic Congress is a party that respects the sensibilities of the ordinary Ghanaian, because we are birthed from the grassroots. That is our identity. And so the fact that he was filmed, remember, his private space, he walked into his car, he could have demanded that his bag be brought to him outside for him to give the money to the said lady. But he walked into his car, sat down in his private space with no idea that he was being recorded. Because you can see how the camera guy was moving around just to get a good capture of the moment. Sammy had no idea. Okay. That was his private space.
All right.
So for us in the National Democratic Congress, for you to even be seen publicly like that, giving out money, is something we don't feel comfortable with about.
All right. Okay.
And I'm sure that was the reason why he had to apologize.
All right.
And that is the reason why His Excellency President Mahama decided to go with a public apology.
All right.
As enough sanction.
Okay.
It is not because he has breached any law.
Right.
We are a sensitive political organization, and we are a sensitive government, and we appreciate that even at the time that he was giving that money to the said lady, there would have been many Ghanaians out there seeking for such an opportunity and may not have got it. So you need to be very tactical in the way you even demonstrate your generosity.
Great.
But
That's
Moro,
what actually
I'm shocked.
Yeah. But unlike that, you see, Moro, I'm surprised today the NPP wants to take the high moral ground. In less than 2-3 years in office, you deny him. What didn't he acquire? The legs of our brothers. In no time, you saw the court documents between him and his wife. Presidential spokesperson. You defended it. When they were accused, your deputy chiefs were accused of charging $100,000 before any meeting with President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. You defended it. Your anti-Galamsey task force chairman was caught red-handed on tape, receiving money at the presidency. Your leader then, and president of the Republic of the country, Ghana, cleared him. Your deputy finance minister was caught red-handed, receiving money, and actually negotiated on behalf of your flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Did the NPP release any statements? Did they file any petitions? So this is your record. And so when it comes to issues of corruption, I am surprised that you even have the temerity
Okay.
to even begin to run commentary on saying,
Aaron, it's okay.
We are
It's not. He has made some accusations.
Two shots each.
All the cases
Because
you
once
have
you come, you come,
walking
you come, you come.
definition
all the cases you have mentioned were cases that were investigated, not called to
and
court.
cleared.
Yes, they have been investigated. Why did you fear to investigate Sammy? If you
have
wanted to
investigated-
just clear him,
What
If
if
you
you that
wanted-
he has not been
no.
investigated?
He
Why
has
do you
not.
think that the chief of staff summoned him?
is the chief of staff is an investigative body.
My goodness.
The other cases you have mentioned, my brother, please just relax. Just be very comfortable.
quiet, so
Yeah,
you-
that's all.
We
Because
have only
you see-
15 minutes, so
Yeah,
I want us
so-
to move on and look at our next topic.
You see,
It's
the
important.
other persons you have mentioned, they were investigated and cleared.
Okay. All right.
Then His Excellency the President did not just ask that Chief of Staff talk to them and then clear them. No, they were investigated.
Okay.
So it is not
Sammy
true.
Gyamfi's own is not a crime.
Look,
There's
all
no criminal elements in it.
similar cases have been mentioned in your government against the Minister for Justice of taking money.
Okay.
You have not done any investigation. You've asked the gentleman to apologize. Is apology a standard in this government? It's an apology, the standard. You compare that and you are talking about morality, somebody who does investigation and somebody who accepts apology.
Okay.
That is not a standard.
All right. So